All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Power of the Patch presentation. Gregory Muscari from up here in Bozeman, Montana. We'll stop the music. We don't need that right now. And very excited to share with you our patented breakthrough in wearable light technology. I've been with LifeWave for about 7 years, and I've been marketing cutting edge wellness products for over 30 years, and I've never seen anything like this. What we're going to show you tonight might seem almost too hard to believe, but ladies and gentlemen, trust me, this is amazing. So let's just go ahead and get started and just lay a simple foundation. I think one thing we can all agree on is health is our greatest wealth. If you've ever been at risk of losing it, you know what I mean. Maybe you have friends that are wrestling with dire health circumstances. And number two, the symptoms of aging and disease, they're just not fun. Whether it's, dental issues, cognitive function, joint function, fine lines and wrinkles, or maybe it's even worse. Maybe it's cardiovascular. So the symptoms of aging disease are just not fun. So, I came to an awareness. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Remember when you could work all day and party all night, then get up the next day and do it again? Well, as the old song goes, those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. But, as you move on past your 30s and 40s into the 50s, 60s, and beyond, it's quite different. And the reason is the older you get, the faster you age and slower you heal due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. In fact, by age 30, they've decreased by about 50%. By age 60, only a small percentage remains active, and that's a problem. And so I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. I want to be younger, and I bet you many of you can relate to that. So let me ask you two personal questions. If you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? And number two, what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on your or their quality of life? And just so it doesn't go unsaid, our products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. They do, however, put our bodies back onto a healthier, regenerative mode, and many wonderful things then start happening. So if I can show you a safe and affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging so you could look, feel, and live younger longer, would you be interested? And usually the resounding answer is yes. So the good news is our X39 wearable light technology is truly a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a patented, inexpensive wearable patch. It's affordable, safe, non-invasive. It's drug-free and a unique form of phototherapy which uses specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your overall health and wellness while supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So I'm going to show you just a short little video that kind of sets the stage for us here tonight.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
Well, that's what we're here to talk to you about tonight. Living long, living well with LifeWave. And let's talk about the power of the patch and give you a basic foundation on how it works. It's based on the science of photobiomodulation. And LifeWave patches contain very specific combination of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they are applied to or near our body, they're activated by the infrared heat or the light emanating from our body. And then they begin to emit very specific and targeted wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. And that is the scientific foundation and basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches. This is our visionary founder and CEO, David Schmidt. And David's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, the guy's a genius inventor with over 200 patents and counting. And he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy science and research for over 24 years. And he's already conducted over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of our LifeWave phototherapy products. And many more studies are always in the works. And that's because LifeWave is a high-tech science and research development company. This is just a short little video I'm going to play for you about our founder, David Schmidt.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
That is our founder, David Schmidt, an amazing individual. And the company started is LifeWave, a 20-year-old, actually, I have to update the slide, 21-year-old pioneer in life science technologies. Back in 2000, David created this amazing technology under a contract for the U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready stamina performance without the use of drugs or stimulants or caffeine. It was so effective that he founded LifeWave in 2024, 21 years ago, to bring this amazing technology to the masses. And so in 2010, they set up manufacturing, international distribution, IT, and our global customer service in Ireland. We now distribute to over 80 countries from 16 global distribution centers. And in 2024, last year, we created our new global headquarters in Draper, Utah. And within it is a state-of-the-art space age welcome center that we'll talk about a little bit more later on in our presentation. So our focus for the last 15 years has been anti-aging and regenerative science. And LifeWave X39 truly is the holy grail of healing and regeneration. It's a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology, and we're actually doing what the billion-dollar companies and big pharma have not been able to do. And when used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, because you need some raw materials in there, X39 has been proven to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell technology and stem cell activity, while also altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. So, yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. Yes, we have field results, results, excuse me, proving that LifeWave is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And, for a lot of people, that's very, very exciting. So I'm just going to real quickly run through some of the benefits you will experience using the LifeWave technology, the X39. And the first is energy, and energy certainly is a currency of life. And using it daily leads to an increase in cellular energy, usually discernible from the very first day. And including with that is better sleep. Most people report that they've had some of the best sleep they've had in a long, long time. And sports performance. Using X39 improves both sports performance and recovery after exercise. In fact, lightweight patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. The media has begun to notice, and you might too, if you look at some of your favorite athletes and you see these little white patches on their bodies, and that's X39. So also pain relief is a big one. And pain, if you most people notice a reduction in pain within minutes of application, and the pain relieving benefits really need to be experienced to be believed. And how about brain function? Many report improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. And wound healing. X39 actually helps support the natural wound healing process and wrinkle reduction. Now, sadly, unlike pain reduction, which happens pretty quick, wrinkle reduction takes a little longer. So we encourage you to take pictures, but over an 8 to 12 week period, I think you're going to be delighted when you see some of those fine lines and wrinkles kind of melting away. And along with those fine lines and wrinkles, many people are seeing scars that they have begin to melt away. It's a process called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars. So take before and after pictures. These are some of the results people have gotten. You can see, after 4 months, after 2 years, after 5 days, it's, lad up in the upper right-hand corner had a snowboarding accident. Uh, Amazing results. I want to bring your attention to the woman in the middle on the second row, Karen. And I'm going to show you another slide because Karen actually had some radiation treatment on June 6th. And on June 10th, 4 days later, she wasn't looking too good. But June 17th, she was starting looking better. June 23rd, she had, a lot of healing going on. But ladies and gentlemen, you're going to amaze when you see her on June 30th, 24 days after the procedure. You can't tell anything had even been done. Wonderful, amazing. And hair growth. Lots of people report that they see an increase in the quality, quantity, and speed of hair growth. And this is something you might say only your hairdresser will know, but they will notice and they'll be saying, wow, your hair looks really good. So the bottom line is youth renewal. We want to help build a healthier, better you to enjoy with your loved ones, with your children, grandchildren. And aging is really a feeling, not a number. It's not how many numbers, how many candles on the cake. So I'm going to play another short little video so you can hear what people are saying about the use of the X39.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain and in bed. I'm out here with my friends. and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifeway for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifeway daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo is right.
X39 is...
We only need to watch it once. So that's what people are saying. So what are doctors saying? And I'm proud to tell you that we have hundreds and thousands of health practitioners around the country and around the world that are using our products with their patients in their own lives. And we actually have two of them. They're going to be on the call with us here this evening. The first one I want to introduce to you is Michelle Niels. And Michelle's from Fort Collins, Colorado, a former RN, former nurse turned holistic massage therapist and energy healer's been incorporating LifeWave technologies in her practice, very successful for several years. So welcome, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to stop my share and I'm going to stop my camera and turn it over to you to introduce our other special health practitioner. Okay, and you'll have to unmute yourself. There you go.
Thank you. You're right. Thank you, Gregory. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And it is my absolute delight and pleasure to introduce Dr. Velvete Womack. I am so excited for this time. Dr. Velvete and I have gotten to know each other over the last several months. And we actually have a lot in common, don't we, Velvete?
Absolutely.
We both used to be nurses. She used to be a massage therapist, and I still am. But Dr. Velvete goes a little farther. She was an X-ray technician. She was a marketing director for an X-ray company. And the metaphysician piece, I'm sure many of you are wondering, what does that mean? Which is my question. So Dr. Velvete received her doctorate in metaphysics. It took her 8 years, just like any doctorate program. And she wrote a dissertation. And this was at the American Institute of Holistic Theology. So there's a little background on our lovely Dr. Velvete. So with your background, Dr. Velvete, tell us about your unique perspective on our LifeWave technology. Could you share with us how you see the X39 supporting the body?
Absolutely. And thank you so much for the introduction, Michelle. We really do have a lot in common. And and
we're 1961 models too, I forgot.
That's exactly right. We are. And we're proud of it, aren't we?
Proud of it.
Yeah. So to your question, LifeWave for me is about creating an environment, you guys will really like this, to where the body can hear itself again, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't believe that I'm saying anything new, Michelle. I feel that many physicians and practitioners feel the same way.
Yeah.
But until now, until LifeWave, we didn't have a container to support this vein of thought, as well as helping our patients and our clients to feel empowered with this. So what happens is a this for that. We continue that old model because that's what the container was. So the this for that approach continued, and it was just packaged differently, you know, and it was packaged differently via something being given or taken to do something to the body. So with LifeWave, it becomes more about information, not intervention. It becomes support, not replacement. And it's all about signal, not substance, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
I love that. I love that. So you have used the word in the past, let me find my note here, that you use the term coherence when speaking about the patches. Would you elaborate on that, Dr. Velvet? What do you mean by
I
coherence?
love that. I love that. And I really appreciate you asking that question because coherence is very important to me, but on many levels, because as a musician, we're talking about coherence as well. But as a nurse, and maybe you saw it too, that when we were in our nursing practice, there wasn't the coherence wasn't really there. We were really kind of taking that coherence away from them.
Right.
So yeah. So when we think about coherence, the easiest way I know how to explain it is that when the body is under constant stress, now this stress can come from whether we're sick or external environments, it can even come from our thoughts. It's very hard to think clearly or intuit well. So we'll get to the intuit part. So supporting the nervous system and the cellular communication begins to change how people experience themselves mentally and emotionally. So it's not just a physical transformation that's going on. So when we think about coherence, we can also think about that the cells in our bodies are always communicating to each other, but they're not saying, hey, vitamin D, I need you down here right now. They're not communicating that way. They're communicating via frequency. So intuition isn't something mystical floating around out there, okay? It's embodied. We're all this frequency body. So when the body is overwhelmed or noisy, intuition begins to get drowned out. And when the body is supported, people often report, like one of the ladies said in the video, more grounded, clearer, greater focus, and more connected to their own inner guidance. And I'm not claiming that the patches give us intuition. I am saying that it reduces the
The
interference.
static.
Yes.
Yes. That's beautiful. Yes, we are frequency beings, right? I mean, EKGs and EEGs show that. And this is frequency medicine. So you have a beautiful marriage here. We're going to get into a little bit of let's spend a moment like how can people get the most out of the patches, Dr. Velvet? Like what are some things that they can do? And then like how long maybe should someone have to wait before they might see a result?
Those are great questions. Okay, so the one thing that we definitely want to be able to do is to support our body as it's moving into this coherence, as it's lining up, and as we're clearing for a better pathway, right? Where the increased communication. So water is going to be definitely a key component, because that's how things move. Water helps to move the signals too, right? But also a really good diet. Now, some people have different ideas about what a good diet is. But here's what I've noticed, Michelle, and this has been hands down over and over again, is that once I see people starting the patches, they start not liking the foods that they used to have. And they're like, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to have more fruit. I'm eating more fruit now, and I can't tolerate the processed foods anymore. Well, when we're supporting our body with frequency and it's starting to communicate and things are clearing out, the body is going to let you know what it needs specifically for your particular body. So that's why it's really important to pay attention and listen. And the other thing to listen about, because our body is listening too, when I've got this beautiful patch on, my body's listening, right? There's a frequency that's going on, it's communicating. But if I wear the patches for longer than 12 hours,
Mhm.
now my body says, you know what, I'm getting kind of tired of hearing that sound. I'm kind of
Right.
tired of that frequency. I need to begin to tune it out. So it's not saying that the patch isn't effective. It's just that your body says, wait a minute, I'm getting too much of this frequency. I know what to do without it. Just let me do it. So we put the patch on for 12 hours and we take the patch off for 12 hours and then we throw it away, renewing a patch first thing in the morning or however you're wearing the patch. And again, it really kind of depends on what you need. A lot of people think, well, should I be wearing it at night or during the day? Listen
That's a
to your
question.
body. Yeah.
Listen to your body.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, this whole thing about changing diet. I had a woman who called me about a week or two in and she said, Michelle, what is this patch doing? I am craving salad. She said, I'm not a big salad person. I want vegetables. I love it. Um, so let's see, where's my last question? Okay, how do you see, Dr. Velvet, the LifeWave technology different from your previous experiences in healthcare?
Oh, wow. That is a
No,
very,
it's might
yeah.
be a big one, huh?
It's profound, right?
Mhm.
It's profound because we get stuck in a mindset of, okay, this for that. So that means I have to take something, I have to be given something. So, how I see it different, and it's very different as a metaphysician, I don't see health as something that we need to impose on the body.
Mhm.
I don't see the body as something that needs to be fixed. I see it as something that the body remembers when the right conditions are present. And that's the really key thing, right? Is that we've got to provide that perfect condition for it, or getting pretty close to what it's needing so that it can do that. And what I appreciate about LifeWave is that it doesn't add anything or override our system, right? So it's not tuning out a signal to our brain to make pain go away. It's increasing flow. So it works through light-based signaling, which I see as communication. All light, all
Mhm.
energy is nothing but communication. And when the body receives clear information, people are experiencing these physical changes, but also in how they think and how they're feeling and how connected they're really feeling to their inner awareness, which I spoke on earlier. And for
Mhm.
me as a metaphysician, that's really important because I think that it gives the person the sovereignty. It allows them to be an independent thinker. It allows them to make decisions and choices based on their own needs. So I've seen that when the body is better supported, people naturally make better choices, just like your friend with
Yeah.
the salad, right? So
Yes.
they,
Yes.
yeah.
And
And
the
she's
more
got,
in balance the body becomes, the easier it is to stay in balance, right?
that's exactly
It's
right.
like it's a the law of attraction, and it's just you feel better and you make better choices and you make better choices and you feel better, and it just is a positive feedback loop.
Right.
So,
And who doesn't want
yeah.
to feel better? And they begin to trust themselves more. And from a metaphysical perspective, that's where the real wellness is. That's
Mhm.
where the real wellness is. So I don't focus,
Meaning, meaning,
the real focus is that they are trusting themselves.
yes,
When you
yes,
trust yourself, that's where your wellness begins, right? So
yes.
I don't focus on outcomes in the traditional sense as a metaphysician. I pay attention to the coherence and how somebody is feeling in their body, how present they are, how they relate to themselves. And here's something too, because we notice it a lot of times, even with in our own community, how people show up, right? When they first start wearing the patches, they show up differently
They
than when
do.
been wearing the patches for
Yes,
a while. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
We literally see the light in their eyes, don't we, Dr.
Yep.
Velvet?
Absolutely. Yeah.
This has been delightful. I could spend another half an hour with you, but we're going to bring Gregory back, and thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for this time. What an honor to be with you, Dr. Velvet.
Thank
Well,
you. And
we
you
can
too.
certainly see the light in your eyes and the wisdom from your hearts, to sharing your very valuable perspectives on these breakthrough products. So thank you very much. That was wonderful.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I'm gonna kind of wrap things up by sharing with everybody what's happened to LifeWave since we launched the X39 patch. It's been absolutely magical. So let me reopen my screen and I'm going to show you our sales for the last 6, 7 years. Since the launch of X39, we've grown about 3,000%, which is absolutely amazing. We're now the #1 growth company in network marketing and truly a rising star in the multi-trillion-dollar longevity and wellness market. So there's a few other things I'd like to share with you. First, this is our corporate headquarters.
Loving the oldest.
Yeah, we got some background noise. Somebody's not muted. Robin? Robin?
It's Robin, I think, Gregory.
Robin, could you please mute your phone? Thank you. Yeah, it's all in the family. Okay, this is this is just a fun video. I'm going to skip the video for interest of time. I'm not going to go through the video. I'm going to just wrap it up by, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we try and keep these calls down to about a half hour, and we're right there at about the half-hour mark. So LifeWave is a tremendous opportunity to make a difference in people's lives, and we need help to get the word out on our patented exclusive products. We have no competition. All of our products are unique and very exclusive. We have a very simple, duplicatable success system. We have free websites, training and support, a low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. So, we also have a very generous compensation plan that pays out 50% of all sales to brand partners. The company strategically chose direct sales network marketing, people-to-people marketing, relationship marketing, get these products to market, as opposed to Madison Avenue or Wall Street, and so we're very happy about that. So there's 3 ways to get started. As a retail customer, you can buy a 1-month supply of X39 for $149. So that's like a latte a day. Will keep the aging away, right? But there's a better way, because you can buy it wholesale and you can save 33% or $50 on a month's supply. So now it's like a cup of coffee a day by joining our monthly auto ship subscription program. No long-term commitment required. You can stop it at any time, weeks, days, months, or never. And it comes with a risk-free 90-day first order money-back guarantee. The best way we'd like to invite you to consider is becoming a brand partner. And as a brand partner, you get paid for sharing. And once you see and feel and know what we have here, you're not going to be able to stop yourself from sharing. It's like the good book, the good movie, the good restaurant that you're not compensated for. When you fall in love with LifeWave, when you fall in love with X39, and you choose to become a brand partner, you'll get paid for sharing. So you can earn a part-time or full-time income. You can earn generous personal and team rewards, getting paid weekly. We have 4 brand partners starter kits available to choose from, and they all come with a 30-day unconditional first order money-back guarantee. These are the 4 different packages we have. If I invite you to get back with the person who invited you here. They can further explain the packages and you can make the decision that's best for you. So this is a final little short video to kind of wrap it up, because we feel this is the right time with the right product for the right company. And yes, an empowered life may be closer than you think.
A life empowered is closer than you think. We're all looking for a better way. Reimagine what's next with a new sense of exuberance. Why not power on like you mean it? Or power off blissfully? A better sleep is a better awake. You've never moved like this before. With the energy nature intended. Imagine reprogramming the way you look. at the speed of science. At longevity. At exhilaration. It's next level rejuvenation. Take control of your well-being from the inside out and outside in. The light within is ready to ignite. Be the light. LifeWave.
Be the light with LifeWave. So I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. For my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave has been an absolute answer to a prayer. Every day we hear more and more miracle stories. Every day we're enhancing and changing lives. And we and thousands of others all around the world are enjoying the blessings of better health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial freedom. So we invite you to get back with the person who invited you here. They thought enough of you to share this with you, and I hope we answered some questions. Get your question, any additional questions answered. Choose the X39 Wholesale Starter Kit that's right for you. And we just encourage you to get started today. So thanks, everyone.